Welcome back to our channel and to a National Trust property that has become a year-round favourite of ours. Simply wonderful no matter which season we visit. Just a stone's throw from the historic city of Cambridge, you can find the fantastic Anglesey Abbey, a house that's equal parts stately home, art gallery and time capsule. In this video, we'll take you on a full tour of the house, including a look at the fascinating Tailoring and Image exhibition, which we were lucky enough to see on our visit. Then we'll head out to see the gardens at their glorious summer best, including a wander through the vibrant Dahlia Garden and the beautiful Formal Garden. We'll also share our top tips for making the most of your visit and tell you about a few other National Trust places nearby. So grab a drink, settle in and come with us as we explore this truly elegant house.
So, let's set the scene. Anglesey Abbey's story begins in 1135, when it was founded by Henry I as the Hospital of St Mary and later converted into a small priory of Augustinian monks. After the dissolution of the monasteries in 1536, it became a private home and spent the next 400 years being bought and sold to various owners, one of whom changed the name to Anglesey Abbey because he thought it sounded grander. Fast forward to 1926, when Lord Fairhaven and his brother Henry bought the property. Henry eventually sold his share of the house to Lord Fairhaven, who spent 40 years meticulously transforming the house and gardens into a showcase of art, architecture and comfort, until his death in 1966, when he generously bequeathed the entire estate and collection to the National Trust. We love the views of the house's exterior, with its blend of chalky limestone priory walls mixed with later additions. It feels solid, historic, yet welcoming. The south facade is particularly pleasing, with a lovely symmetry. It's no wonder Lord Fairhaven commissioned local artist Leonard Squirrel to paint a picture of the house almost every year. Lord Fairhaven added his substantial new wing in 1937, housing the library and domestic wing, and a further large extension in 1955 to display his considerable collection of artworks.
As you enter the house, the long entrance hall has a vaulted ceiling to echo the ancient priory. Lined with some of the many objects collected by Lord Fairhaven, it gives a hint of the scale and quality of the collection and his grand and comfortable style, not too flamboyant but quietly assured. The living room is comfortably furnished with squashy sofas either side of the 17th century fireplace and is the room where tea would have been served. There are 37 clocks in Lord Fairhaven's collection, but the main talking point in the living room is the rare pagoda clock, with 3 jewelled pineapple plants which spin as the clock chimes at midday. Recently repaired, the clock has been delighting people with its over-the-topness since the early 1800s. In the porch, linking the interior to the garden, is an ornate Italian screen made from metal chain and ceramic flowers. Next door, the oak room, so called because of its 17th century oak panelling, is a smaller, more intimate and masculine room, where guests would have had after-dinner drinks. It's said to have been one of Lord Fairhaven's favourite places to relax, perhaps with a cigar and a whisky in hand after a long day of entertaining.
Let's head upstairs. At the top of the bare stone, wide spiral staircase, you find the bedroom corridor, where every inch of wall has been used to display yet more of Lord Fairhaven's collection of artwork. There were 6 bedrooms open when we visited, the first of which is the Queen Elizabeth bedroom, used by the Queen Mother on her regular stays at Anglesey Abbey. Each bedroom is individually named, themed and furnished. See if you can spot all 6 in this video. It's clear that guests of Lord Fairhaven would have been very comfortable staying at Anglesey Abbey, since each bedroom also has its own bathroom. with incredible marble basins, large radiators and a set of scales. And just in case you fancied a gin and tonic whilst in the bath, each bathroom has a bell to summon someone from the servants' hall. Lord Fairhaven insisted that there was efficient plumbing and central heating throughout the house, so there was no slumming it for either himself or his frequent guests. He was also one of the first to introduce fitted carpets, so the whole house has a warm, cosy, modern feel to it.
Whilst we're here, let's show you the wonderful Tailoring and Image exhibition which was on during our visit. The exhibition showcased Lord Fairhaven's remarkable wardrobe, offering a fascinating glimpse into the world of bespoke fashion, where every garment was handmade to his exact measurements, using only the finest fabrics and craftsmanship. Lord Fairhaven was an immaculate, fastidious dresser, and had at least 50 suits and an equal number of pairs of shoes custom made for him. He had his hair cut every fortnight without fail, and wore a fresh carnation every morning and evening which he selected from a special tray. Can you imagine what his Instagram account would have been like? Joking aside, the exhibition was a true portrait of how clothing was used to project wealth, status and personal style.
Continuing our house tour, from the bedroom corridor, we arrive in one of our favourite rooms in the house, the library. This is the room where Lord Fairhaven would spend several hours each day working on his business affairs, and also where guests would enjoy pre-dinner drinks. The library houses one of the most significant book collections in the National Trust, with over 6,000 books, many of them valuable first editions, and all housed on bookshelves made from the elm of the old Waterloo Bridge in London. A painting of the bridge by Constable hangs opposite the fireplace. What we particularly loved here is that visitors can sit on sofas by the fire. And yes, we absolutely took advantage. It would have been rude not to. Sitting in a room always gives a different perspective, making it possible to really imagine this room in Lord Fairhaven's time. Perhaps the quirkiest room at Anglesey Abbey is the two-storey gallery, built by Lord Fairhaven to display his impressive collection of paintings of Windsor Castle. Only some are displayed here because he collected more than 750 altogether. Alongside the paintings is an array of other objects, including a stunning silver chest made from panels said to have come from a Spanish altar. In the lower gallery, cabinets housing Fairhaven's mother's collection of jade can be found alongside her favourite Steinway piano, which was designed and built especially for her. Fancy owning enough artwork to have to build your own gallery.
Descending the stone staircase, you arrive in the Tapestry Hall, where the walls are adorned with vast 17th century tapestries. On either side of the dining room entrance are tall lapis columns which come from Lord Fairhaven's mother's home in Mayfair. In the dining room, there is no mistaking the origins of the house as a priory, with its vaulted ceilings and stone floor. The dining table is relatively small, since Lord Fairhaven preferred to have no more than 7 guests at dinner, which was served promptly at 8:03 p.m, after guests were summoned from their pre-dinner drinks in the library at 8 p.m. sharp. At precisely 8:59 p.m, his butler brought in a radio on a silver tray for the BBC News. Lord Fairhaven was a stickler for timekeeping. In the domestic wing, we were transported back to childhoods, both being reminded of our grandparents' homes, with the mid-20th century fittings, furniture and kitchenware items on display. There's a range of rooms in the domestic wing, including a light and comfortable servants' hall, a big larder and a scullery. By the back door is the brush room with cleaning equipment for shoes and boots, as well as a butler's pantry with a walk-in safe where all the silverware and valuables were kept. The contrast between the grandeur of the main rooms and the practical elegance of these working spaces is part of what makes Anglesey Abbey so fascinating.
After all that indoor elegance, it's time for some fresh air. The gardens at Anglesey Abbey are undoubtedly among the best in England, designed and planted to make the most of every season. Lord Fairhaven saw them as an extension of his collection, and he created them from scratch, dividing the 125 acres into 27 distinct sections of hedged gardens, tree-lined avenues and open vistas. We have visited Anglesey Abbey several times and have still not seen everything in the gardens. Let us show you some of what is on offer here. Let's start in the formal garden, which is a picture of order and elegance and where symmetry takes centre stage. On our visit, there was a dazzling display of dwarf dahlias, creating a wonderful backdrop to the carefully placed statues and benches. The centrepiece is the limestone statue of Father Time, clutching a sundial which dates back to the 18th century. Different planting schemes are evident at different times of the year, so you might also see hyacinths, tulips or marigolds here, depending on the season.
The Rose Garden in August is slightly past its best, but nevertheless still putting on a spectacular show. You simply have to stop and smell a few. With 60 varieties to choose from, you could be sniffing for quite a while, but what a way to spend an afternoon. To catch the roses in their absolute prime, make sure to visit in June. And here we are in the Herbaceous Garden, which was designed and planted in the 1950s. This is a masterclass in colour, structure and height. A vibrant, buzzing place, absolutely full of life and happy bees. Home to over 150 perennials that bloom in turn throughout summer, we can't help but be inspired for what might be possible in our own garden. Standing guard in the centre of the horseshoe-shaped lawn is a large statue of a Saxon god. One of our favourite spots at Anglesey Abbey is the Dahlia Garden, which is truly spectacular from late August through to September. With around 60 varieties of dahlia in every colour and size imaginable, it is an absolute must-see for a late summer visit. Planted along a 50-metre long semicircular bed, it is impossible to walk through without smiling.
Even in the middle of summer, we always take a stroll through the winter garden. It's designed to provide interest and colour in the colder months, but even now the textures of the bark and the structure of the plants offers a peaceful, restful experience as you wind your way along the wide path. We can't wait to return in the winter, when this area of the gardens here at Anglesey Abbey really comes into its own. Here's a little taster from a previous winter visit. A little further on from the winter garden, you can find Lode Mill. This beautiful watermill dates back to the 18th century and was powered by the Lode River. Although extensive restoration work has already taken place at the mill, it's not quite in working order yet. The ground floor is open to visitors, and it's great to see all the internal workings up close. So that concludes our tour of Anglesey Abbey, a wonderful site where there is so much to see and do both indoors and out. Whenever we visit a National Trust property, we always get our National Trust passport stamped as a memento of our visit. So head back to the visitor reception with us, where we got our stamp in the National Trust shop. While you're thinking about your favourite part of Anglesey Abbey, here are our top tips for making the most of your visit to Anglesey Abbey.
Arrive early to avoid disappointment. Anglesey Abbey is very popular and gets really busy, especially at weekends. We have known the car park to be closed because it is full. Redwood's restaurant next to visitor reception can get very busy at peak times, so try and plan accordingly. There is a smaller coffee shop near the house which sells drinks and snacks and which tends to be a little quieter. And in the warmer months there is often a coffee truck elsewhere on the estate for refreshments. Coincide your visit with something special in the garden. Winter for the 500 varieties of snowdrop which are on display. Spring, where you'll find thousands of daffodils around the estate and spring bulbs in the formal garden. Summer, when the rose garden is at its peak. Or autumn, where the dazzling dahlias and the magical cyclamen carpet take centre stage.
If, like us, you can't resist ticking off another National Trust gem, here are some other nearby National Trust places that are well worth adding to your plans. Ickworth, a striking Italianate palace near Bury St Edmunds. Ickworth is famed for its grand rotunda, art collection and sweeping parkland walks. Wimpole. Just a short drive away, Wimpole combines a magnificent mansion, working farm and beautifully landscaped gardens in one impressive estate. Melford Hall. In the heart of Suffolk, Melford Hall offers a warm, lived-in charm and fascinating Beatrix Potter connections within its Tudor walls.
So why should you visit Anglesey Abbey? Well, Anglesey Abbey is one of those properties that captures the very essence of the National Trust. History, art, beauty and tranquility, all wrapped up in a story of personal passion. It's grand but welcoming, elegant but never stuffy, and always full of interest no matter what the season. Whether you come for the house, the gardens, or just a cup of tea and a wander, it's a place that reminds you why preserving our heritage matters. We hope that this video has inspired you to plan your own visit to this magnificent Cambridgeshire gem and that you've enjoyed joining us on our visit to Anglesey Abbey. If you did, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you don't miss our next National Trust adventure. And we'd love to hear from you. Have you visited Anglesey Abbey? Which part was your favourite? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy exploring!